Yo, it's your boy Youngest in Charge coming to y'all today with another motherfucking video. So, as you guys can see by the title today, I'm going over today how you guys can build your credit score faster, build it nice and thick, something like this as you see here. So I want to bring out this CPN that I've been building for the past year. That's right, the past year. Now a lot of you guys, get these CPNs, you like to burn them out quick. And that's cool, that's on you guys. But for the people here that want to make real pay and really want to build their file, well, this is the video for you. So you can see here, we're in the pretty highest range you can get for a credit score on the CPN, low 800s. You can see here, you have a guaranteed Credit Karma guarantee. You'll be approved or Credit Karma will pay you 50. That means we can guaranteed get this $34,000 with this CPN, guaranteed. We got a lot of offers here, guaranteed approval. As you can see, I've been building this bitch for a year. So I'm gonna go ahead and bust this down, show you guys what's on here. Get this bitch busting. So you can see credit year here, credit age 20 years, perfect payment history 100%. We got 31 accounts and only one hard inquiry. So this is what you want your CPN to be looking like. This is very good. The approval you can get on this type of shit, crazy. So I'm going to show you guys all the accounts that we've had added on here. Now this is a lot of money that I put into this. A lot of money I put into this CPN, and this is kind of this is a same name CPN. So I've had a lot of things on here. So I'm going to show you guys. These are all the closed accounts that we have on here. So as you can see, a lot of these are trade lines. Right here we have a trade line. Right here we have a trade line. That was a card I had got. No, it's not a card. That's actually a trade line too. My bad. That was another American Express. You can see most of these are trade lines. Here's an actual credit card I had got last year. Another trade line. All these are trade lines. Primaries. These are primaries. You see here. Look at this. Auto primary. Paid off. This is what you guys want your auto primaries to look like. So you guys asked me, how could you get approved for a Lamborghini? You want to get approved for a Lamborghini or something? Look at this, guys. You can see here, 52,000. This is just one primary that's on the file. I'm going to show you guys all of them, but this is just one. As you can see, perfect payment status, 52,000, paid off 100% of the loan. You can see this is how auto primary should be reporting on your account. Now this is just one, American Honda Finance. I'll show you another one. Let's see. Oh shit, we had two of the same auto primaries. Oh yeah, because that was the plug I had bought it from. Okay, you guys see here, same thing, perfect payment history, 100% paid off, perfect payment history, close to $60,000 on this auto primary. Closed, and you can see all this is exactly what you want when you're asking for auto primaries. This is how you beef up your CPN, guys. This is how you get these big boy plays. Become a millionaire, have a millionaire type of lifestyle off credit. This is the type of things you need on your CPN. A lot of you guys are thinking so small, and it's crazy. Let me just get two trade lines, one primary out. Yeah, and you think you're just gonna be able to pull your dream car off the lot. No, you guys have to invest in this. These two auto primaries alone were close to 2K just to put on here. You guys are asking me for 1K and think you're just gonna get your dream car. This stuff takes an investment. Just depends on how you want to live. Now I understand you guys want to use the smaller packages to run your money up. I understand that. But you guys understand this is the end goal right here. As you can see, we discussed this so many times about mortgage loans and how to get those posted on your CPN files as primaries, paid off primaries. That way, of course, you don't want to get an apartment. You can go the mortgage route. A nice crib in the suburbs, picket fences, 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom, pool in the backyard, yeah, you can get approved for that. You need something like this on your file, a mortgage primary. All of these are paid off. You see there's not info on this because that's not how the mortgage primaries work. But you can see the amount here, $384,000. All on prime payments, everything reporting as paid. Now, we have another auto primary on here. So I've showed you guys 3 auto primaries that's already been on this CPN. Now, do you guys see why the score is so high? You guys want a score that's in the high 800s? This is what you need on your file. You can see $60,000 here, 100% paid off, all payments on time, reporting as paid off and closed. Exactly what you want on the file. So when I go to CarMax, Carvana, I mean, with this CPN, I'm not going to CarMax or Carvana. Obviously, I told you guys, these CPNs are for high credit and high money plays, boss moves. You guys want to get on these boss moves ASAP. This, or somebody wanting to get a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, that nice house in the suburbs I was just talking about. This is how you really boss up. The apartment, your nice little bins you got, that's nice. But you guys really want to get your money up, this is what you need to do. So here we have a couple primaries here with loans. Now you can see this is a $16,000 primary, paid off, all the payments on time. Basically, same way I'm showing you guys for all these other things. Secure loan, paid off. Okay, this was a secure loan. As you can see, paid off. This is what you want on your file. This is how you build it, guys. Let's see, we have, where is it at? Here we go. Here's the next one. Why is this not reporting? Guess that's just how this one fell off. This primary fell off. Not sure why. Sometimes that'll happen. I guess maybe because of all the primaries I have on here. I'm just gonna show you guys again. So we have the 3 auto primaries here. The mortgage primary. As you can see here, we have the 2 primary loan accounts, and then we have our trade lines. Trade line, trade line, trade line, trade line. Let's see. And here's a trade line right here. And then we have, these were credit cards, these were credit cards, credit card, credit card. It's just trade line, trade line, trade line, trade line. So we have a few, and this was a credit card that I actually got. So these are the credit cards that I've had on the account. As you can see, $2,000 limit, nothing crazy. But if you get credit cards with your CPN and you pay them back, you're building the credit even more. So if you're trying to make boss moves, getting real credit card accounts and paying them off, or using them and paying them back, really helps build that file the way you're gonna want it. So that was just to close accounts. Now let me show you what's active on the actual file here. Dang guys, this score is high. Can't wait to bust some plays with this, man. I've been building this for a fucking year, about time. But hey, that's what's good about this shit. When you've been putting in the work, you're excited. So we have a couple of credit cards, active trade lines and credit cards that we have on here. We have the Barclays card. So it just depends on how you guys want to use your CPN. When you have a high credit limit one like this, there's a lot of credit cards you can get. There's a lot of loans you'll be able to get. But you have to remember, whenever you go and get these loans and don't pay them off, you're going to be crashing out the whole CPN. So it's really up to you on if you want to crash it out or if you just want to keep building it. So if you get a card like this, you have a high limit like this, $24,000 limit, you can run this whole balance up and not pay it off, but it's not really helpful. So as you can see, trades off. So you just want your credit file looking like this. A lot of accounts on here, they're not really that hard to add. It's just gonna cost you guys. If you build this for a year, start to finish, you can definitely have all these trade lines. If you work a job, you're making plays with the CPNs, boom, just add a trade line every week to your CPN until you get something that's looking like this. Every week add a primary, and you'll have something that's looking like this. Now, I want to show you guys this as well. You want good payment history. Payment history is good, very good. If you have bad payment history on your CPN, it's gonna really drop the score down. You want high credit funding limits on your CPN, and you want 100% payment history. That means you pay all your bills on time, but you also have a lot of bills. In other words, let me say that the other way around. You have a lot of bills on your plate, but you pay them on time. That's good. The banks love to see that. They'll be way quicker to give you a loan when they see that you're paying. You'll have paying everything on time, no late payments. That's what they want to see. Now, getting this CPN aged, the way a lot of people think that you have to have trade lines that match the age of the CPN. No, you don't. You do not have to have trade lines that match the age of the CPN. Creditors are not looking at that. Trade lines do not post as primaries. Now, for primaries, you do have to have primaries that match the age of the CPN. But for trade lines, no. If you were a kid, your parents can add you onto their credit card to build your credit up. That doesn't mean you had the credit card, or you were using the credit card, or it was in your name. They added you on there so you could build your credit, even though you were only 13 or maybe you were 15. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to be 18 to be added on and start building your credit. So a lot of you guys think that age is a big factor with these CPNs, but it's not. It's not what creditors are looking for. They're looking for what's on the file. Because you have to realize these creditors are not as hip as we are to scamming. They know it's around, but they don't understand it. They don't understand what exactly each step you're doing. We do. So we understand what we're doing. So if they catch on, we could just make a little tweak, boom, fix it. But I'm not sure how long this video is getting on to, but also just wanted to show you guys a couple what was the other thing I wanted to show you guys? How to build your credit. Okay, so yes, so we have, like I showed you guys on here, trade lines, adding trade lines onto the file. Trade lines are really what beef it up and get the score up to this high level. It's what keeps the score at a high 800, a low 800, but a high credit score in general. So when you have a bunch of trade lines on there, you're pretty much guaranteed to have a solid high score that's not going to fall off easily. The more trade lines you have on there, the better. It makes it easier. So if you do have a missed payment, it doesn't really affect the credit as much. Because as soon as it drops, you're fucked. You want to keep it at this high range as much as possible. So the more trade lines you have on there, the better that shit's going to be, alright? Also, next, primaries. Primaries are very important. I've already showed you guys primaries. Trade lines are accounts that you're audited out as an authorized user, and primaries are accounts that you have full responsibility for. Primaries are what really gives you credibility, I'll say. So trade lines boost the score to get it to that 800 level. The primaries are what give you credibility. That hey, he has a high credit score, but is he paying his bills back? Does he get loans? Does he know how to manage this money? Does he know how to manage this credit score? So, and again, that also comes in with the payment history. You have a good payment history. In the primaries, good payment history on those primaries, you're pretty much a shoe-in for financing. Because primaries just beef up this whole profile. Primary. You feel what I'm saying? These are trade lines. Auto primary. These are loans, personal loans. Auto primary, trade lines. You see what I'm saying? So these get the score, these boost the score up, make it real fat, make it real nice and high, get you to an 800. Make sure the score is all beefed up without much work. That's how you get a high score fast. Because if you don't put trade lines on there, you're gonna be waiting years to build that trade line history yourself. So you just need to go ahead and add them on. I've already told you guys you can go to the sites if you want to. I'll show you here. Trade line vault. You guys can go to this site right here if you guys want to. Like I've already told you guys. But look at this. Look at the prices. So cheapest. You want something like I have on there, $425 for a year, 6-month trade line. That sucks. You need age on these trade lines. 6 years, this is decent. Oh, the limit's only 500 though. Come on. So you guys see the prices on these are kind of crazy. This one's decent, but you see docs required. So if you want something like this, Chase, $18,000 limit, something that I have these in all the time. Chase trade lines, same age, same limits, same fast closing dates, same duration, except mine's probably will last you longer. I usually guarantee the people six months for their trade lines, but you see here the price is $1,300. So if you guys want to pay that, that's cool, but that money could be going. The amount of trade lines you could buy from me with $1,300, probably 6 to 7. So you could spend that on one, but you could get 6 to 7 of those from me, because I have a vendor on them that I get them from for cheaper. The reason these are so high is because they're buying these from other people. They have to pay the people they're using, so they have to give them a cut of the money. So it's like a job. These people post slots on their credit accounts. They sell it to this company here, Tradeline Vault. So Tradeline Vault has to make money themselves, and then they have to pay the people, whoever's trade line this really is, they have to pay them a percentage. So that's why this price is so high. The real cost of this trade line, way lower. Really free, but they decide the prices. So it just depends. Of course, it's the same way if you think about weed or some shit. If you go to the dispensary, you're gonna get taxed, and the weed might be, probably the same shit the guy around the corner in the hood got for, $10 off what you pay at the dispo. So you know how white people do shit. They always add that white person tax, but you don't want to pay that shit. So again, trade lines beef up the score. That way it gets it up to a high 800. The primaries are what gives you credibility. That way people want to loan you shit. Then after you have trade lines and the primaries on there, you're pretty much good to go. Like, should be in a nice should have your score up to a nice 800. Keeps logging me out. Log me back in. But also, you guys want to make sure that your PR is done right. If you don't have your PR done right, it's going to be pretty hard for you to get any proof for anything, because PR is basically saying that you're a real person and you're not a CPN. They think you're a CPN, you ain't going to get approved for shit. You need to have that PR that's saying you're a real person. Now, a lot of people get this confused also. When I tell them that PR is good to match with a same name CPN, they're like, what? I don't want my information merging. No, your information's not merging. We want the public records to merge with your real information. So when you go and get a car or some shit, you're using your CPN, this credit pile right here, to get the funding. See if we were gonna apply for this loan right here. Let me show you how this would work with the same name CPN. Like this. We would put the information in, all our real information like we built with the CPN. Same birthday, same name. The address is gonna be different, but that's not a problem because I'll explain that later. All the real info, if you have a job, your real job, blah, 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 blah. You're using all real information for the insurance as well. Registration, real information. Only thing we are using the CPN for is the credit application part. So the only time this CPN comes in handy is when we're on the credit application and they're asking for your SSN. You just pop your CPN number in there. And we're using all this shit that we built, all this money. That's when all this shit goes to, finally gets played and goes to work. You finally make your investment back. Cause that little 9-digit number, the CPN, 9-digit CPN number, it's all this work. So everything that you put into this file reflects on that 9-digit number. So we're using your real information to put all the whole docs, the car. If you get an apartment, put the apartment in your name. your real information to put in your name. You're only using the CPN for the funding part. So you guys got to get, hip to this. That's how this CPN same name shit works, and you don't go to jail for trying to go get you a nice car, or a nice apartment, or a nice crib. Same name, only using the CPN for credit. That's not fraud, guys. That's just America getting yourself a second chance in this bitch. Cause they'll lock your ass in a box and throw the key away. So we're just trying to give ourselves a second chance here. So I've showed you guys pretty much how you guys got to build your credit. Making sure that you add the trade lines, making sure that you add the primaries. You don't want that many hard inquiries. Hard inquiries are easy to bounce off. This was when I made the CPN. Not when I made the CPN. This was some other shit. I don't even remember. But only one hard inquiry. I got all the rest removed. So this is what you want it to look like. It's so easy to remove your hard inquiries, guys. So don't be sitting here with 8 hard inquiries. You want to get them removed. Get as many as you can. I think this one's only on here because I couldn't get it removed, so it's stuck on here. Still trying to work on it, so hopefully I can get it removed, but one's not even that bad. As you guys can see, 0 derogatory remarks, 10% credit card use, which is pretty good. You want to use your cards, but you don't want to overuse them. So you want to use them enough where you have a balance on some of them. That way you can pay it back. That way it builds the credit, builds your payment history. That way you have this right here, 100%. And you want that to be thick. You see that? 31 accounts, 100% payment history, 10% use. That means you have access to a lot of money, and you're using a little bit of it, and you're paying it all back. It just shows them that you're a good man. It gives them the illusion that the CPN, well, they think it's a real person, but the CPN is good with money, good with finances, and just financially smart. And then when you have something built like this, all you need, same name CPN, take your real ID, go crazy, my nigga. This loan right here, easy. I'm finna pop this bitch ASAP. So I might make a video on that. If y'all want a video on that, you can just let me know. Also, I'm gonna be starting a new class. It's gonna be Youngest University. It's gonna be teaching you guys how to build shit. I guess just a class, deeper class for people who want more info, more videos. You can talk one-on-one. We'll do Zoom calls or shit every day. Just basically a team of people that want to network. So if you want to get on that, I'll have more info on that in the channel. So y'all already know, y'all gotta hit me up on Telegram though. Hey, I'm the man, YKIMDAMAN. Nobody else, no other acts. If it ain't that act, it ain't me, G. Make sure you don't hit up no imposters and get scammed, cause that's on you, G, not me. You already know the channel. Get money, boys. Hit me up. Ask me for the link. They can't give you the link and accept you in. That's an imposter, homie. So make sure you texting me again. YKIMDAMAN. You know I'm the man. Feel me? Alright, but I just wanted to go over that with y'all today. Discuss how you can, get your score up a little faster. What you need on there and what they do, why you need it, blah blah blah. The price I'd say it cost me to build this one would be shit. I'd say I've spent over 10,000 at least on the CPN. So this is for some boss plays, someone who's really into boss moves. A lot of you guys aren't on that yet. You guys are still more on the smaller plays, which is cool. Silver package, trying to get you some iPhones, which is cool. But with something like this, man, combine this with a business package, you could get shit. You could get hella phones, bro. But those plays are for other days. I was just teaching you guys how to get something like this. I might do a video on all the plays you could bust with something like this, but you'll start seeing that in my other YouTube channels my other YouTube videos as I post down the line. But as usual, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hope I dropped some knowledge for y'all. Hope y'all got a little bit of info. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this bitch off. Make sure y'all hit me up on Telly. Get the invite to the channel. Tap in, change your life. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all staying safe out there, stacking paper. And yes, sir, if y'all need anything, hit me up. Alright, bet.